Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my first bakkie in my driveway slash detailing bay. So we have Mitsubishi Triton. It is the client's workhorse, so it has a few marks and scuffs and stuff like that. Nothing major though. But yeah, I don't think this bakkie has ever been polished or waxed in its life, so it can definitely use it. You can see the paint is quite dull. There's not a massive reflection where we're gonna revert back to this type of image when we're finished. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be a nice detail. As you can see, it barely fits into the driveway with this canopy on. But yeah, let's get started.
Okay, so my usual recipe for cleaning wheels is car chem 30-to-1 cleaner, which is what I use here. Rinse off the wheels, and then the wheel wells I use my new wheel well brush that I got specifically for cleaning bakkies. I use that in the fender liners. Sprayed some iron off, fallout remover to get that caked on brake dust and stuff off. Sprayed it off again, and then clean everything with some detailing brushes and some mitts, and that turned out quite nicely. So that's all the water that came out of the wheel bucket after I did all 4 wheels. These wheels were relatively dirty, but not extremely dirty. So I actually couldn't wait to get started with this bakkie. This bakkie was really dirty on the outside. You can see that it has been washed in a while, so I was really excited to get started. So I rinsed it off. That's usually the most satisfying part of the vehicle, is quite dirty. Rinsed off around all the vehicle and so on. Then we started with our pre-wash over here, the Turtle Wax Hyper Foam doing its thing. So I did a full pre-wash, put on the snow foam, let it dwell for about 3 to 5 minutes, or not even, let's say around about 3 minutes, and then we rinsed it off.
Okay, so the bakkie is snow foamed. Letting it dwell for a while, and we're going to rinse it off, foam it again, and we're going to start from the beginning. I actually forgot how big this bakkie is. I almost used my whole foam cannon full of snow foam just doing one pass on the bakkie. Usually I do like 3 passes on a car before it's empty. Anyway, I think this is going to come out very nice. I even snow foamed some of the bottom pieces that's actually sticking out, just so that I can get a bit of a clean as well. Okay, so I'm finished with the initial wash and so on. The car definitely needs like a clay and so on. I can see a lot of contaminants and stuff like that on the paint. Don't think I've showed you this before, but there's a few rust spots on the roof as well. Getting up here was quite tricky for me, but I did it. Everything is clean there. Wheels are very clean. Okay, they have a few water spots on them now, but I'm going to clean that off now and let's continue. The arch is also done. I think what I'm going to do quickly, I'm going to use some Glassworks R&R just to remove like the fallout and so on, and then use the traditional clay bar. Okay, so the iron remover turns purple, lets you know it's working. So yeah, let's wait it says about 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna rinse it off. Okay, so I rinsed off the car after the R&R has done its thing, and now I think I'm gonna do a traditional clay bar. I think this paint definitely needs it. Okay, so just a quick condition of the paint check. I must say the paint doesn't look bad at all. Sorry, I don't know why the light is flickering in the video for some reason, but there's not a lot of swirls. I must say it actually doesn't look very bad, but it's very dull. The paint is very dull. So yeah, the owner said he hasn't had the car polished or waxed ever in its life, so yeah, that's the main reason why it is so dull. But I think we can improve a lot on it. As you can see, I'm using a different polisher. This is a Torcraft dual action polisher that I actually bought about 2 weeks ago. It's something I'm quite new to. The previous polish I used wasn't nearly as like heavy duty as what this one is. I'm using it with a 5-inch backing plate. And yeah, it's something I haven't used a lot yet, so I'm not going to give my full opinion yet, but as far as what I can see so far, it's great value for money. Okay, so I'm finished with my 50/50. Just have a look at this. Check how that light turns dark. The side has been done, the side hasn't been done. 50/50 is intense.
So you'll see me opening the doors while polishing this Bakkie. Reason being, it has a weird gap between the doors and the sills. So you actually see that gap if you look in, but unfortunately can't reach with it with the polisher. So that's the reason why I open the door, so just so I can do that edges and so on. So you actually, when you look at the car quickly, you don't see the scratches that actually in that bend or that curvature.
The paint is really responding very nicely to the treat work. Check, this fender hasn't been done. Check, that door has been done. Oh, it's working very, very nicely.
I polished the front bumper by hand, reason being the nudge bar was in the way, so it's difficult to get in there with the machine, and it turned out very, very nicely as well. When I was finished with the Bakkie, I looked back at the bonnet and I saw a few imperfections still, so I decided to actually use a bit of compound with a microfiber pad and then some polish and wax after that with the normal polishing pad. So what I'm doing here is just trying to restore all the black panels and so on using turtle wax, blacken and flash with the wax. It actually works very, very nicely.
Okay, we are finished. Just have a look at this Bakkie. It looks amazing. The reflections are unreal. I waxed the wheels. Sorry guys, I went into a bit of hyperspin trying to get everything ready for the client before the sun has set. But yeah, the Bakkie turned out really, really nice. Looks amazing. I even did the undercarriage, or the fender liners, and a bit of the undercarriage which I can actually reach. So everything turned out very, very nicely. Very impressed with this job. It took a bit longer than I expected, but it turned out great. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Until the next one. Cheers.